Good morning, my dear student. Hope you all are doing great. I'm Chandan Jyoti, your English teacher. Today we are going to start third chapter, that is a Bravo Amir Aga, right? So as you can see in the picture, what you can see here, that so many children are there on the roof, right, on the terrace of their house, and they are just flying the kite. Is this right? Definitely, this chapter is going to be about a kite competition, okay, in which Amir is a boy who won the championship and who won this competition. As you can see in the next picture also, I'm gonna show you. This is the name of the boy, like Bravo Amir Aga. Amir is a boy. Bravo means well done. As someone is giving Bravo means well done, and he's getting the appreciations from all the persons, right? And this is the Hassan and Amir, right? Okay, dear student, before going to start this chapter, it is very important to know something about the writer also. So, this chapter is actually written by Khaled Hosseini, who was born in Kabul, Afghanistan, and he is an author and a doctor. He has published three novels, namely The Kite Runner, A Thousand Splendid Suns, and The Mountains Record. All the story revolves around the city of Afghanistan. So, where is the setting of the story? In Afghanistan, right? He is the founder of the Khalid Hosseini's foundations, which provide shelter and cares to the people of Afghanistan. Currently, he lives in Southern California, United States of America. Bravo Amir Aga is an extract taken from the Kite Runner published in 2003. As you can see here in the conceptual map, here I have mentioned that Kite Runner. So this chapter, this story is an extract, is in small portion from the novel. The name of the novel is Kite Runner. Is this right? So the character in the stories are, the story is based on the bond between two friends, Amir and Hassan. So here also I have mentioned the name, that Amir and Hassan. As you can see, Amir is a boy who is from a wealthy family, and Hassan is the son of the servant who works for Amir's family. Is this right? The story revolves around the city of Afghanistan and United States of America. They spent their childhood together, and this extract shows one of those days when they take part in kite flying competition. This is the story when they took participation in the kite flying competition, right? Actually, what is the theme here? What is the purpose of the Amir? Why he wants to win this competition? As this chapter depicts that, firstly he used to feel that no one is looking towards him, no one is listening to him. So after winning this competition, he just want to lure the attractions of everyone, right? He just want to catch the attentions of everyone, and he just want to be famous, popular. So let's start. Let's see what are the things are there in this chapter. As in the first page, ups and downs the streets, kites runner were returning triumphantly, their captured kites held high. They showed them off to their parents. So, in the beginning of this chapter, what is the scene over there? As we can see, ups and downs the street means, ups means on the terrace, and in the streets. There we can see so many kite runners. Is this right? Kite runners were returning triumphantly means when kite is sliced, that how so many boys run after that kite to catch that one, right? So that scene is something like this. Kite runners were returning triumphantly. Triumphantly means a sense of victory, that we have achieved something. With the sense of this, they shot them off to their parents, their friends, but they all knew the best way was yet to come. But still, they know that best way means the best prize is still pending. So, dear student, as you can see in these lines, there is a one questions raising. So, can you please tell me what were the kite runners doing? What were the kite runners doing? Obviously, kite runners were returning triumphantly. They captured kite held high. They showed them off to their parents and their friends, right? But they all knew the best was yet to come. The biggest prize of all was still flying. Means still there were so many kites in the sky which they really want to achieve. So that one, those flying kites, they are just considering as the biggest prize. I sliced a bright yellow kite with a coiled white tail. Now, who is saying this word? This word Ami saying, right? I slice means I cut. I got one bright yellow kite with a coiled white tail. As you can see now, in the with the kite there is a one tail, paper tail, right? It cost me another gash on the index finger. So another gash means one more wound he had already, but just while slicing this kite, he got one more gash, right? He got one more cut on his finger. As you know that while flying kite, the string of the kite, it is very hard, right? So sometimes that string suddenly gave cut to our finger. So that cut he's just talking about. Another gash on the index finger and blood trickled down into my palm, and just because of that cut the blood is dropping on his palm, just a drop, like oozing out, started oozing out, right? I had Hassan hold the string and I sucked the blood dry. Then what is Amir saying, that I just gave the that string, the kite strings, to the Hassan, and then I just tried to suck my finger, for the purpose of, like, he just want to make it dry, blotted my finger. Then he just rub his finger with his jeans. Within another hour the number of surviving kites dwindled from maybe 50 to dozen. See, within hour the number of surviving, like how many, there were so many kites in the sky, right? But very, in a very few time, we can say in very less time, the kites were decreased so much. Dwindle means decreased from maybe 50 to a dozen. Like before some time there was a 50 kites, right? Approximately 50 kites, but after some time there was a dozen kites, right? I was one of them. I had made it to the last dozen. I knew this part of the tournament would take a while, because he know that now this is the time that this part is going to be a very long one, because the guys who had lasted the long were good, because the guys who were flying the kite at that time now, they really know the skills that how to fly the kite, right? They would not easily fall into the simple traps like the old lift and dive. So dear student, here writer has mentioned the skills to fly kite. So what is that skill? Lift and dive means they just feed the kite, and then they just lose their string, right? And then they suddenly tight it, and they try to make the loop of that strings, right? Hassan's favorite trick. So what is the trick he has mentioned? Old trick, lift and dive, which is the Hassan's favorite trick, right? By 3 o'clock that afternoon, tufts of clouds had drifted in. Now, see what is the time now here? By 3 o'clock afternoon, tuft of clouds means some like group of clouds can see in the sky had drifted in. The sun had slipped behind them. Now, sun also starts uh, setting, right? In the evening time, as shadows started to lengthen, the spectators on the roof bundled up in scarves and thick coats, right? Now spectators means the audience, who were just the people, those people who were just watching the kite competition. They also bundled up themselves with the scarves and thick coat, right? We were down to half dozen. I was still flying. Now how many people, how many boys were flying kite? Half dozen means only six or seven, right? We were down to a half dozen. I was still flying, and Amir was one of them. My leg ached and my neck was stiff. Now what was the condition of Amir? What is the condition, dear student? You can see here, my legs ached and my neck was stiff. So because continuously he had been flying the kite for long hours, now what is the condition of him? His legs start aching, and his neck was also like feeling, he was just feeling stiffness, right? But with each defeated kite, hope grew in my heart. But as the kites were sliced now, his hope was increasing, right? He was just feeling that definitely today I will win this competition, right? Hope grew in my heart like snow collecting on a wall, one flake at a time, just like a snow collecting na. There is a heap of snow, same thing. My hope is increasing now as the one by one all the kites are slicing. My eyes kept returning to a blue kite that had been wreaking havoc for the last hour. Now, what is Amir saying? That again and again, I just keep watching that blue kite, which is keep slicing all the kites one by one. Then what is Amir saying here? How many has he cut? I asked. Now Amir asking to Hassan that how many kites this blue kite has sliced. I counted 11, Hassan said. Then what is the Hassan's answer? Hassan said that I counted 11, that this kite has cut the 11 kites. Hassan clucked his tongue and tipped his chin. Do you know whose it might be? Then Amir again asked that do you know who is a guy that who belongs to this blue kite? Then what kind of response Hassan is giving? Hassan is saying, Hassan clucked his tongue and tipped his chin. Hassan saying like this, like with the tongue he is just giving response no, like which means no. That was a trademark Hassan gesture, meant he had no idea. The blue kite sliced a big purple one and swept twice in big loop. 10 minutes later, I had cut another two, sending hordes of kite runners racing after them. Then what is Amir saying that after 10 minutes, Amir had cut the another two, and you can see that in the street there is a big hordes of the kite runner racing after them. So what is the meaning of hordes? Crowd or large number, right? See next one. As you can see here, this picture is depicting that on the terrace of the house, so many boys, right? They are just flying kite. They are just participating in the kite competition. So after another 30 minutes, only 4 kites remained. See, after 30 minutes now, there are only 4 kites, and I was still flying, and Amir was still having participations over there. Okay, it seemed I could hardly make a wrong move, as if every gust of wind blew in my favor. So what is he feeling that as every gust, like wind is also in his favor? I had never felt so in command, so lucky. It felt intoxicating. I didn't dare look up to the roof, didn't dare take my eyes off the sky. I had to concentrate, play it smart. Another 15 minutes, and what had seemed like a laughable dream that morning had suddenly become reality. It was just me and the another guy, blue kite. Now, what is his condition? You can see only 4 guys are flying kites, right? And the Amir's condition is just like intoxicating. Intoxicating means he's become crazy to win this competition. He's saying, I don't dare to look at the sky, even I don't dare to look at the downstairs, that what is happening near me. But I really, I only want to achieve this goal. I only want to win this competition. So dear student, what happen when you are playing game and you are very near to your goals, and what kind of excitement you have, you can feel now. So same thing Amir is also feeling here. The tension in the air was as taut as the glass string I was tugging with my bloody hands. People were stomping their feet, clapping, whistling, chanting, Vaprish, Vaprish, cut him, wondered if Baba's voice was one of them. Music blasted. Now see what is there. Another 15 minutes, and what had happened like a laughable dream become reality. It was just me and the other guy. Means only two are there now. The last moment, that blue kite guys and Amit, two are there. Now the tension in the air was as taut. The tension was so much increased, as tight as the glass string I was tugging with my bloody hand. Bloody hand means his hands was bounded, right? Like there was so many stains of the blood in his hand. People were stomping their feet, people starting stomping their feet with excitement, right? Clapping, whistling, chanting, Bobrish, Bobrish. Bobrish means cut him. I wondered if Baba's voice was one of them. Music blasted, right? The smell of steamed mantu means something momos, right? Small steamed balls and fried pakoda drifted from rooftops and opened the door. But all I willed myself to hear was the thudding of blood in my head. All I see, all I saw was the blue kite. All I smelled was victory. But he's saying there was several kind of smell which were very nice. But what is Ami's condition? He could smell only, right? Smell of victory, salvation, redemptions. What is the meaning of salvation, Sveta? The state of being saved from a sin. Redemption, the state of being freed from one's sins, right? If Babas was wrong, there was a God, like they said in school, then he had let me win. Now he's feeling that there was some supernatural power who helped me to win this competition. Now he is remembering that Baba used to tell me when I was in school that there is some power, right? Definitely, I had met, he had let me win. I didn't know what the other guy was playing, or maybe just bragging, right? Making just maybe for the in the boastfulness, right? But this was my one chance to become someone who was looked at, not seen, not listened to, not heard. He's saying before it, no one wants to look at me, no one just listen me, it is not happening actually, but he was just feeling, right? If there was a god, he had guided me. His guide the wind, let them blow for me, so that with the tug of my string, I had cut loose my pains, I longing, I had endured too much. Now he is just feeling that all the pains, whatever he has felt while flying the kite, like he was just ignoring the things, how his hands were, uh, like you can see how he got the bloody hand. Bloody hand means his hands were so much wounded, right? He was just ignoring all the things. Even his body was so much, he had also so much body pain. So that then also he was just taking part in that competition. He's just saying maybe this is just because of that I endured so much just to win this target, right? And suddenly, just like that, hope became knowledge. I was going to win. It was just a matter of when. It turned out to be sooner than later. A gust of wind lifted my kite and took advantage. Fed the string, pulled up, looped my kite on top of the blue wind. Then he's feeling that suddenly a gust of wind lifted my kite. Like there's something which helped me and took advantage, fed the string, pulled up, looped my kite on the top of the blue one. I had position. The blue kite knew it was in trouble. It was trying desperately to maneuver out of the jam. Now see, what was the condition of blue kite? Blue kite was, it was really trying to come out from that trouble, right? It was trying to save itself, but I held the position. The crowd sensed and was at hand. The chose of the chose one second. The chores cut him, grew louder like Romans chanting for the gladiators. But the gladiators, men trained to fight in a performance. Like someone, like there is a something as a fight performance. Now, same thing, just like it, that kind of chores I was hearing that time, right? You are almost there. Amiraga, you're almost there. Kill, you're almost there, Amiraga, almost there. Hassan was panting. So, who was doing like this? Panting means breathing quickly and short breath. Right then, the moment came, I closed my eyes and loosened my grip on the string. It sliced my finger again as the wind dragged it. So Amir is feeling as the wind was there, which really dragged the kites, right? And then I didn't need to hear the crowds roar. So how the crowds were roaring, how the people were hooting, right? At that time, then Amir is saying that I didn't need to hear anything because obviously everything was clear to me. To know I didn't need to see either. Hassan was screaming and his arm was wrapped around my neck. Bravo, bravo, Amir Aga, bravo. So see how Amir Aga won this kite competition. So dear student, I hope now you can solve this back exercise on your own. Good luck students. Goodbye.